Let's get this party started. Hello, friends. Project My Life.
Karen Monetti.
Anthony Monetti. I flipped the script on you today. That's just how I'm feeling. But today we are talking body positivity. Kind of like dancing. I just got done my workout.
Yeah, you're getting me all.
Well, that's good.
It's so dark in here.
Amped.
All right.
Not that dark. Is that a little good? That one?
I don't know. I'm switching sides. This is my better side.
There we go. Perfect. All right, here we go. So, body positivity. I want to start off by saying, can I have a sip of your water?
No.
Why not?
It's mine, and I have BCA. It's my post.
If I passed out from dehydration, we're going to blame Karen, okay? But we're talking body positivity. I want to start by saying anything that I say is only from my heart or my head, and it's a disclaimer that I'm just speaking my voice here about
Speaking your truth.
Speaking my truth, right? So, that being said, body positivity, even though you guys didn't ask me about my thoughts, maybe some people have off the record, but I'm going to talk.
You can have it. You sound like you're like.
Oh, thank you.
Hurry up. Don't drink it all. That's the problem. It's not
All right,
one sip.
serious though, we're talking body positivity. And what is body positivity? I believe in the concept. What I think it is loving who you are and loving your body. That's something I've been preaching since, I don't know, since I started my journey of inspiring the world. But believing in yourself and being cool with your body, being comfortable in your body and your skin is a huge part of creating your best life. I'll start by saying that. Now, I don't believe body image should be used as something that we kind of model ourselves after. Meaning, whether it used to be too skinny. The models were too skinny on the covers, twiggy.
Yeah.
They were too like anorexic almost. And we had a lot of eating disorders because models were trying to stay lean. And then if people see models in magazines looking a certain way, we want to look like that, right? They're setting the precedent. That being said, I don't believe in that. On the flip side of it, the pendulum has swung to the other way, and now we're using, we as a society, magazine covers, I'll say bigger people as models of what we could or should be accepting as ourselves and our health. Now, it's all about being healthy, right? So we're trying to preach, you should love yourself. That's be healthy. Mind, body, spirit is what I feel health is. And I want you guys to start thinking about a little bit, look at that as awesome. It's good for society to kind of like swing the pendulum, right? And not look at one as being like the model. Now we're displaying other folks that are not so, lean or naturally lean, right? Mm-hmm. Awesome. Now, what that's doing, I feel, is it's putting us in a position to be accepting of obesity. We have an epidemic, guys. Not only a pandemic, but an epidemic. That's for a different topic. Why we didn't capitalize on the pandemic when we could have. But anyway, we are now. The epidemic is that we have an obesity epidemic. Why is the fitness industry, which we're in, trillion maybe, I don't know, $1 billion industry, if not more. Why do we have an obesity epidemic? There's something going on. I don't know if it's mental health, lack of information. It's not lack of information. Because there's plenty of information out there, guys. You can just Google it, right? But there's some kind of bridge that's missing. So I want you guys to look at that as three different body types, real quick. You have your endomorph, which is the top. Karen keeps looking on her phone.
Well, I have an appointment
then you
in
can,
4 minutes.
But that's fine. The endomorph, which is look at three different images, right? The endomorph is the larger, heavier set person, structurally bigger, right? Not bigger bones, but more predisposed to carry more fat, right? Then you have the other end of the spectrum, the guy or the gal who can't build muscle. They're really skinny. They just, no matter what they do, they just can't put on weight, right? That's on the other end of the spectrum. And somewhere in the middle is like where if somebody can build muscle, they can lose fat, and they're kind of like in the middle. And that's genetics. You can't change that. Now, what you do with those genetics is entirely up to you and your lifestyle and how you approach your eating and your nutrition, right? But if you look at the people who are being used, and the models now, or the body positivity movement, it's putting people who are clinically, or if you were to look at the doctor's description, they'd be obese.
Maybe
Now,
even morbidly obese.
Maybe even morbidly obese. Now, I'm not saying that you have to look like a bodybuilder, but if you look at what the doctors are saying for many, many years, don't look at the BMI body mass index. I think that's all BS. It goes by height and weight, and
height and weight.
And it just gives you a number that you should be following. I don't believe in that necessarily, but I do believe in your fat to muscle ratio. So how much muscle you have on your body compared to how much fat. I'm not making this shit up. If you have over a certain amount of fat percentage on your body, you're more predisposed to type 2 diabetes, heart disease, stroke. Not to mention all the physical stuff that can go wrong because you're carrying extra fat. When you store fat, you only see a certain amount of it. The fat underneath is smothering your heart. It's smothering your lungs and your kidneys and your liver. And all these things, the fat is just building up. So when we say that that's okay to look like that, I have a problem with that. And I don't think we should use body image at all. If we're not going to use the skinny folks, then we shouldn't use the heavier folks. Because it's putting us in a situation to be like, that's acceptable, that's not acceptable. And I don't think that's acceptable in my book. Karen, real quick, I know you got to go. Is there anything you'd like to share on that?
No, again, to bounce off of what you said, it's not about the look of it, it's about the internal health of it. You know, being morbidly obese is very dangerous, right? Life expectancy goes down, health bills go up, our health care system gets taxed, right? Like, there's too many people going into the emergency room for diseases that can be prevented through good nutrition and movement, right? I'm not saying you have to look like a bodybuilder, be like, 10% body fat, because that's not healthy either for most people. But this putting morbidly obese image on display and saying, this is beautiful, this is healthy, that's where I have a problem. It could be beautiful in somebody's eyes, but it's not healthy. I don't care what anybody says. Ask any true doctor, right? That is not healthy to have all those fat cells in your body and those fat cells to be so full that you can't function. There's so many people that even come to us with fatty liver. Fatty liver is just because you have too much fat, you're not processing your fat right, your liver cannot work. And the liver is one of the biggest organs in the body that has the biggest role in so many different functions. So yes, love the skin you're in. Yes, love your body. You can work on your body to better it, to get healthier, but let's stop saying that obese is healthy, because it is not. And neither is extreme skinniness too sometimes, because you do need some body fat on your body to function properly, right?
I even talk to people that are doing bodybuilding competitions, because I don't think that's healthy for the right person.
Bye, guys. Sorry, I have an appointment.
We got to bounce. I got to run. I'm taking up Karen's office. Guys, we rambled for a couple minutes here. I hope you enjoyed talking body positivity. This is only episode 1. We will be back with more body positivity truths from our perspective. And let's finish it up. Karen, stand up real quick. Give me a clap. 3, 2, 1. Believe in yourself. Trust the process. Practice patience. Hello. You're getting good at that, girl.
All right. Thanks
Peace.
a lot.
Thanks, guys.